Hey guys, I kept all my junk targets from the beach last year, as well as all the good stuff that I found, including all these rings. And we're going to take all of them and run them in front of the coil of the Equinox 900. God, that screen is just crazy cool. Stay tuned. Hey guys, it's Scott from the Mental Metal channel and mentalmetaldetecting.com, and today you are looking at the Minelab Equinox 900. It is one of the newest machines out from Minelab, to include the Manticore. The Minelab 700 and 900 were coming out way before the Manticore was, and I don't really understand why that whole thing went down the way it did, but a lot of people got the 900s before the Manticore. Manticore is still coming out as of this video being made. But we're not going to talk about the Manticore. I have a video on the Manticore and the beach stuff, just like we're going to do here. So if you wanted to check that one out, feel free. I will put a link in the description for you. But today we're going to go through all these beach targets that I saved from last year at the beach at Hilton Head. I found, I think it was like 6 rings or 5 rings. Can't remember exactly. I have 5 laying here in front of me. Nope, I did find 6, I believe, but it doesn't really matter. I found a couple, 1 gold, 2 gold, and 2 tungsten, some junk rings, but a lot of different targets here on the table. I'm just going to run across the coil to give you an idea of the number that you're going to see, and you know, so if you want to take some notes, jot these down so you can have them for future reference. But that's all we're going to do today. We're not going to do anything crazy because it's cold. It's winter. I can't get to the beach, so I can't really show you anything in the sand. For the full disclosure and the caveat of the video, these are going to be air tests. They're going to be, you know, an air test, like I said in my other video. Air tests suck, but I do believe they give you some sort of some information or some baseline of what you should or can expect to see when you get on the beach. Now, when targets are deep and they're buried deep, it doesn't matter at this point. It's all, you know, it is what it is. You see what it is. If the target IDs may be different, it might sound different. So take everything I'm doing here today with a grain of salt, because it will probably change once you get on the beach. So I don't want anybody ripping me a new one for doing air tests, because I agree, air tests suck. But I do believe there is value to them. When you are learning a machine, getting started, you get some sort of idea what things sound like and the numbers that are thrown up on the screen. And since we got a new target ID scale this year in the 900 from 0 to 99, that's important because you're going to want to know what these targets are ringing up. You may have been used to them ringing up a certain way before on the 800 and the 600, but now it's going to be completely different. So let's go through and get some of these targets in front of the coil here. And let's just start with the rings. I got the tungsten ring here, one of them. Hold it up for you so you can see it. And here's what you're going to see on the target ID. Let's take another one. Here's another tungsten ring, a bigger one, a little bigger one. See the difference already? The size matters, folks. Insert your funny comment there. Here is a 14 karat gold wedding band, my wedding band, with some diamonds in it. So that one's ringing lower. Let's try the white gold ring here. This is one I found as well. Very nice ring. Let's try it. Ring up very different than the other 3 rings. Now we have a junker ring with a stone, looks like a fake diamond in it. Show that to you right here. So in the 40s. So there you go with that one. Now here's a very, very small kid's ring, I believe, or a toe ring or something. Might be copper, I'm not sure. So there you go on that. That's our rings that I have in front of you. Now I have this gold, or not gold, this silver chain bracelet. I know it's silver because it says 925 Italy on the side. So we'll see what this rings up. Now that's when I have it bunched up in my hand. Well, let's take it and swing it across the coil this way. So in the 30s, mid 30s. So it's good to know. A lot of these good targets are in the mid 30s, so low 40s, mid 40s. Let's try this big honkin' silver ring that I found last year. This thing's a monster. Look at that thing. It should ring real high and sweet here. Oh yeah. That'll get your heart pumping on the beach. Now, let's go through some of the common junky things you're going to find on the beach, like this fishing hook, that if you find one of these, you should take that off the beach as well as all your junk. But make sure you get these off the beach because these will end up in people's feet. Kids will get them digging up the sand. But look at that. You don't even hear it. Now, if I turn on all metal mode, will you hear it? It rings up iron, so I'll leave the all metal mode on for now so we can hear everything. Here is a tent spike. You find these quite often, but it seems like it's getting canceled out now. No matter what way. Oh, if it's standing straight up in the sand, which a lot of times it will be, you might get a high tone, which is why I probably dug that one. One of the most common things you'll find on the beach are sunglasses. So here's what sunglasses, this pair will sound like. You'll be excited when you hear that because you'll think it's probably a ring. The sunglasses ring up very different depending on the shape and size and what they're made of. Here is the eyepiece to a pair of sunglasses, and you will dig these too. I have found locks on the beach before, and here's one I found last year. A lot of times if you hunt near the chairs and stuff that they put out on the beach, you will come in, you will find a lock that the lifeguard or somebody has lost in the sand. So this will make different numbers depending on how the coil catches it. So now I'm just holding it up like this. Now if I turn it on its side, there's where your good tone comes in. So depending on how you hit it, it's going to make a big difference. Let's get into some of our fishing weights. So here is a triangular fishing weight. So about 51, 50. So in the 50s, here's a bigger one, monster one. I'm just trying to get it to hit the coil just right. Let me do this. There you go. Now I got a sinker. It's really big and round. Let's see what that sounds like. That one goes into the 70s. So keep note of that. Size and shape of sinkers matter. Here is a couple little sinkers hooked together with a little swivel and some leader. See what that sounds like here. So in the 20s, Rocky's coming over to say hello. You'll find keys on the beach, just like this one, and they'll ring up really good too. Trying to find that sweet spot on the coil. You'll also find fishing lures. This one in particular is one of the ones I commonly find on the beach. It also has hooks, so if you find one of these, make sure you get it off the beach, please. Save some kids some hooks. And depending on how you hit this too, it might sound different. And again, in the sand, it's probably going to sound way different. So just keep that in mind. Let's see here. I have zipper pole. Now this is a very, very corroded zipper pole. You'll find a lot of these at the beach. Let's see what that's going to sound like. Let's turn off all metal mode here. We don't need to hear all that iron. It's hard finding that coil, that spot in the coil without getting all jacked up. So 30-31 is what I'm thinking. Here is a silver cross pendant that I found last year. Getting a lot of feedback in my garage. Sorry about that. So it's surprising that that doesn't ring higher on the silver scale there, but it is silver. It says silver on the back. 925. I guess it could be fake, but maybe not. Here is a very small stone earring stud thing. It has a fake rock in it, fake stone in it. I might have to do another. Let's just try to get this a little quieter here. Let's change channels. That seems to be a little better. All right, that might do. Let's go back to here. All right, that's better. So a stud earring with a fake cubic zirconia in it. So I'm not hearing that on this machine. Just a little bit. Now keep in mind, last year I found these targets with mostly with the XP Deus. So not saying that it won't find this, but it may sound different when it's in the sand. You hit it. Here's a junker earring, piece of jewelry, junk. So 33, 34. Again, folks, it's very, very, I got the sensitivity turned down. Let me check the recovery speed. That might be part of the problem. Why I'm not getting good numbers here. Let me slow that down just a little bit to 4. See if that helps. Yeah, okay. So in the 30s, 38, 41, 40, 39. So in that range. Here's another junk earring. I thought it was gold when I found it. I was really excited. It's not gold. It's just junk. I can't find the sweet spot in this coil. It's jumping all over the place. You get the idea, though. What else can I show you? How about a nail? Hear nothing there. You will hear some chirps once in a while on a nail. This nail. This is the nail. A carabiner. Find these quite a bit on the beach. They sound good too. Now let's go through some of the bottle caps. I have a very nice Heineken, very clean bottle cap. Let's see what that sounds like. So hopefully you won't be digging a lot of these. That's the hope. Now I'm going to try one that has a foil top to it. This one might fool you. You may dig that just because it's hitting in the 30s and you don't know what it is. You might dig it because you might think it's a ring or something. Here is a pull tab. One of the ones looks an old style one, but they're kind of the same in a way. Unfortunately, you will probably dig those because they do sound good. Here is a more conventional pull tab. Again, you will probably dig those. It's hard to get rid of those two items. And then you have a beaver tail. Why we call it a beaver tail? Because it's half of a pull tab. It's just the tail. So that's what's a beaver tail. So that will ring a little lower than the 30s. So you'll probably dig those as well. Let's do some coins just so you understand what coins are going to ring up. Here is a silver dime. 82, 83. Here is a clad quarter. Whew, they sound good, don't they, Rocky? Here is a penny, a wheat penny. So a little bit jumps around a little bit. Again, these are going to be different in the sand. Here's a clad dime. Here is a nickel. $26, $27. Let's see what else can I show you. Here's a $50, a walking $50. If you find one of those, I'll be very shocked. But here you go. 93, 94. And I think that's really about it. Not really much else to show you or try to throw in front of the coil. Most of the stuff is the stuff you're going to find at the beach. So hopefully that was helpful. I know some of this targets jumped around a lot. Let's try these rings again because I know they were jumping. This is a tungsten ring. 59, 60, 61. Here is the white gold ring. 38, 37. Here is the 14 karat gold ring again, just to give you a better idea. 44, 43. I'm sorry, 46, 47. Silver ring, this big monster silver ring. 90, 91. And do I have one more smaller tungsten ring? 52, 53, 54. So there you go. Just want to give you another look at the rings because I know they were jumping around a little bit because I had the recovery speed set too high. So slowed it down. I lowered it down a little bit to give you a little bit longer, elongated signal, I guess is what I was trying to say. So there you go. If you have any questions whatsoever, drop them in a comment. Hopefully this is helpful for you to get your machine out there on the beach if you're out there on the beach, or if you just got this machine new and you didn't know what some of these targets are going to ring up. Now you have a general idea, but remember, take it with a grain of salt. The only way to know for sure is go out there and dig them up yourself. But hopefully it's helpful. If it was, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And until next time, see ya in another mental metal video.